Well, hello everyone. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see people here from Spain and Ireland and Bulgaria and United Kingdom. Today is the first of its kind. We're calling it a Q&A, question and answer about manager as coach. And it's really for we as participants to look at this, to discuss this, to see in the changing world we live in the changing world of business, how is coaching impacting? Why is coaching having such an impact? And why are we seeing coaching growing so much within the business world? Why is that? And why are companies now, more than ever before, why are they now allocating budgets for coaching? And I'll talk about the different types of coaching for their staff, for their managers, for their executives, more than they have ever done before. And in fact, in many cases, the budget for coaching is now exceeding the budget for training. So, what I'd like to do, if it's okay with everyone, is set the scene by showing you one or two slides, and then we can have a general to and fro conversation. And I can talk very briefly about what we are doing in Noble Manhattan to assist, to help in this particular scenario and to help businesses actually all over the world. So I'll just very briefly share my screen and I won't bore people too much. So a little bit about Noble Manhattan. We've been going for many years, 24, 25 years. We've trained thousands of coaches in multiple countries all over the world. We're one of the biggest coach training companies on the planet. In fact, out of 900, we are in the top 3. We have accreditations with pretty much all the major international accreditation bodies out there. And we have over 20 different courses that we deliver in now nearly 30 countries and in 8 languages. But today is to talk about managers, companies, coaching, what is happening in that sector, in that part of the world. And I put a statement on the screen here for you to see very deliberately. And this is not something I have taken up. This is from findings, and a lot of the figures I'm about to show you are taken from surveys and the work done by an organization called PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers. You might have come across them. People don't leave don't leave companies, they leave managers. And in one of the latest worldwide surveys done by PwC, it shows that, and wait for this number, it shows that over 80% of all employees, all workers, don't like their jobs. In fact, it goes more than don't like, it goes to they are unhappy in their jobs. So they don't like it and they are unhappy. 80% of workers. Now that is an enormous figure, absolutely enormous. And workers are the lifeblood of any company. Without their teams, without their people, without their employees, they can't exist. They can't deliver. They can't function. And if people leave, it creates problems. And people don't leave companies, they leave managers. And that is one of the big points that I want to make today. Managers within a company are crucial. And managers can be the biggest asset that a company has, or possibly one of the liabilities. And this is where coaching comes in. And this is why companies right now are embracing coaching all across the globe. There's a wonderful video on YouTube I would encourage all of you to look at. It's only 2 minutes. It's by Eric Schmidt. You may know the name. Eric is the CEO of Google, the most valuable company on the planet, first company to hit $1 trillion valuation. He, as the CEO, therefore one of the most successful CEOs in the world, says very clearly, every manager needs a coach. Every manager needs a coach. So I want to talk a little bit about coaching, and I want to talk about coaching in two slightly different ways: delivering coaching to managers and executives, and training those managers and executives to actually be coaches. So both coaching, but two slightly different ways of dealing with and looking at the problem. Before I do that, I'm just going to whiz through one or two slides. A return on investment in executive coaching. This is from the Harvard Business Review. The goal of coaching is the goal of good management. Now, isn't that interesting? The goal of good management. And Metrics Global did a worldwide survey, and they showed that coaching produced a return on investment of well over 500%, 529%. That sort of return on any investment is almost unheard of. And this is why companies are embracing coaching. And by the way, I'll make now another statement. This is why managers within organizations are wanting to become coaches for two reasons, really. One, to be a better manager, be more effective, be more efficient, communicate with their teams in a better way. But also, in many organizations, as a manager, being also a qualified coach helps with promotion, and it helps them to move up the ladder within the organization. We're seeing that a lot now, especially in companies that within the training department, within operations, and most definitely within the HR world. Okay. So now let me just show you a couple of others. There was again, you can look all this up on Google and online, huge review called the Manchester Review, where they worked and assessed over 300 companies worldwide. And it showed that coaching delivered an ROI of 5.7 times the investment. Executive productivity went up 53%, organizational strength 48%, quality 48%, customer service 39%, retaining executives 32%, relationship went up 70%, teamwork went up 67%, job satisfaction 52%. These are huge figures. The Association for Coaching, another wonderful organization, did a review of over 600 companies, and they showed that coaching helped managers to become better, more effective, more efficient in almost every area that they worked. The slide I'm showing you now shows executive and team coaching and the relevant data. Look at the bottom line. Look at the bottom line. The estimated return on investment after only 2 months was 750%. And I'll just show this very last slide. What happened? Time effectiveness in meetings went up 78%. Quantity of decisions, 54%. Quality of decisions, 44%. Information sharing, 88%. Project task delegation, 54%. Stress and pressure levels down 54%. And profit share for all the company up 2.5%. So I just wanted to share all of that with you, ladies and gentlemen, because these are rather extraordinary figures. And they show that coaching is having a significant impact within organizations all over the world. Well, the organizations that are embracing coaching, that is. And if you look on our website, you'll see the names and logos of many, many organizations that we have worked with all over the world. I won't bore you with those. So what do we do as a company, Noble Manhattan? We do many things, but in this particular field, there are two areas where we excel. One is where we provide very top quality coaches, master coaches, to work with senior managers and executives on a one-to-one basis. We call it executive coaching, helping those men and women to set goals, to achieve goals, to understand the value propositions of their company, to understand how to work more effectively, to work more efficiently, and to be all that they can be as middle and senior executives. So we provide a lot of one-to-one executive coaching. The other thing we do, this is where we go into an organization and we will work with teams of managers at all levels. We will pull them together and engage on a training program with them. In fact, we have created a number of specific programs. One is called Manager and Leader as Coach. And this is an 8-week program where we take groups of managers, we work with them, we have classroom training sessions, we do some on Zoom because we have people all over the world. We have a very sophisticated learning management system. We deliver both live and pre-recorded webinars and videos. And we have created a magnificent program that I've just mentioned called Manager and Leader as Coach. We take managers through that program, and at the end, they get an international qualification as a management coach. And that is not only a qualification by our organization, but it is recognized by some of the major accreditation bodies in the world. So the purpose of today was just to set the scene, make those points, as it were, and then throw it open to all of you wonderful people who are here today, and to answer any of your questions. And if you do have a camera and you are able to turn it on, it would be lovely. It's much nicer to see people than just see a blank screen. But today is your meeting. Today is for your benefit. So if you have any questions, then I am here for you. Any questions about coaching, leadership, training, management, effectiveness within organizations, and how we work with companies. So, any questions, anyone, on anything we've covered so far?
Question from one of the companies that we're currently speaking about coaching. They were curious if people who go through the manager's coach program have the same access to support as other of our coaches that go through the practitioner coach diploma, for example. That kind of basically the support.
Yes, okay. If you would allow me to answer that in two ways. Sure. If I can show you, let's see if I can find a website. And I'll just show you this, take you through the program ever so briefly, and then answer that particular question. So again, let me just see if I can show my screen. And if you give me a thumbs up, if you're able to see that. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
So we have this rather remarkable program that we have created, and we've now delivered it with people in many different areas, Manager as Coach. And it's all about developing leadership, turning managers into leaders through the power of coaching. We've got a short video on there. The program is designed to enhance and build coaching skills and to make every manager an effective leader. In fact, one interesting point, we've just finished a program with a company in London, and we had 15 managers on that particular program. We had managers who were heads of division and they had 2,000 people under them.
Mhm.
We had middle managers and we had team leaders who were managing a team of 2 people, all on the same program. So
Mhm.
from, I guess I don't want to use the word lowest, from the smallest team manager right up to an international head of division managing over 2,000, all working together on the same course. And it worked like a dream. And this is
Mhm.
how we do it. So the course is either 3 days together in a classroom or 6 half days, and it can be either physically in a classroom or we can do it over line on Zoom and Teams and online
Mhm.
platforms. There's hours and hours of lectures and webinars, 9 training modules covering some of the more basic core competencies: questioning skills, listening, values, ethics, belief, self-esteem, communication, goal planning, and much more. There's individual one-to-one mentoring. There's 25 hours of logged coaching. And then there's course books to read and some essays and much more. The benefits: greatly improved leadership skills, a
Mhm.
huge improvement in performance management. We spend a lot of time helping people with their communication skills, their employee engagement, and more than anything, building stronger relationships with their teams. So that website I've showed you, if you click on through, it gives you far more details. We have an enormous online resource center, Catherine. And I've lost track, we have got hundreds and hundreds of hours of recorded lectures and webinars that we have created over the years for our alumni and our qualified coaches all over the world. Whenever anyone becomes a student of ours, they have immediate access to all of that. And when they finish their training, Catherine, and they walk away with that very special diploma, the worldwide diploma,
Mhm.
it's not like a university where they cease to
Mhm.
then have access. All of our students for the rest of their life can log back in and have access to all of the resources, not only the recorded resources, but very importantly, the live ongoing training.
Mhm.
And every month, we run live support and development and supervision webinars for all of our people all over the world in multiple languages. They can log in and bring to the table any issue, any question, any challenge that they're facing in their work with their teams.
Mhm.
And these are run by master coaches, and we will deal with them and give them immediate live help. How long does that go
Mhm.
on for? Forever.
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 Mhm.
And there's no other company that I am aware of in the coaching world that does that, which is again why it sets us apart. So we train people, we produce magnificent coaches, and we then look after those managers as coaches ongoing forever. Also, in many companies, we will actually go in and set up what we call an academy of coaching excellence within the
Mhm.
organization. So we're training the trainers, if you understand my language.
Yes.
And we're
Mhm.
training people within the organizations to be the coach trainers and to look after those managers who have trained as coaches on an
Mhm.
ongoing basis. And we
Mhm.
provide ongoing intellectual property material support to those.
Mhm.
And we've done that with a number of organizations.
Mhm.
Stop. So I'd like to thank you all for your time today. I know it's not easy to take time out from your family, from your work, from your commitments to be here, and I really do appreciate it. If you have any other questions, all you have to do is one of two things. either get back to the person who invited you here or to watch this recording, or come back to us at head office directly with an email, and we will be here for you. So thank you all so much for your time today. I greatly appreciate it.